And welcome back. After an unexpected but sort of expected crash of desktop, we were on our way from Newark to Atlanta on the last leg. It was the second leg of the day, and typically it seems like the Flybywire doesn't like to do more than one leg at a time without some sort of a reset. So, because of the crash of desktop, now we're sitting here in Atlanta. We do have ATC services for Atlanta Center, as well as looks like Orlando has approach going right now as well. So let's move really quick on this one. Try to get down there before we lose ATC services. So real fast, battery 1, battery 2, get a little ding dong, ground power, ADIRS 1, 2, and 3, cruise supply, ground control, CVR test, nav light. We'll leave the
Tropic Frontier 1570 departing 27 right Atlanta.
And we'll leave the seatbelt sign on. I don't know if that dude knows that he's in controlled airspace. Leave it off. No fuel yet. No smoking signs. Arm the emergency exit. And we'll get a little bit of heat going. All that set. Atsu. AOC. Initialize. We are 1566 Atlanta to Orlando. In real life, this flight actually leaves in less than an hour, so kind of flying like a real flight right now. Weight and balance. OFP request. We got our 12.2, which is what we want. For the zero fuel weight, as we saw in the last stream, it's always too heavy when we do the OFP request. So our zero fuel weight, we want 132.8. Let's start with 150 passengers, see what that gives us. It's 136, too many. Let's go 135. That's 132, perfect, right where we want it. We'll go ahead and start boarding. Son of a bitch. Let's try this again. Packs found summary, yes. Cool, that's what we want. Next. Move him over. Alright. So, aircraft is boarding. Data for the diff strip flow. Nav data is current. Initialize.
Atlanta clearance. Southwest 69er. Pushing back. The hold short of runway 26 left via taxiway E. Be advised.
Departing on the Smelts 2. Wallet transition. Insert. Orlando. Arrival. ILS 36 left. Come on now. RNAV, where's it at? There it is. RNAV 36 left. On the Jafar 1 arrival. And then transition on to let's see, Laura or X-Band. Let's do conservative and we'll go Laura. And then the Cody one, or the Cody transition.
Atlanta traffic, American 1008 lining up and then departing runway 26 left, departing to the west. Atlanta traffic.
I swear to God, now Atlanta's gone offline. We cannot catch a break. I even got a PDC from this dude. Okay, so that is in there. Wait for the passengers to finish boarding. Crank up the brightness so we can actually see this stuff.
Let me know how 26 left feels.
Top altitude on this departure is 10,000 feet. Flight director's constraints, so we'll finish up the first half of diff rip. Put ATL in there. ORL for the Orlando VOR.
Will do.
Now I'm kind of curious why I have a frequency in here when we're doing an RNAV approach. It's weird. But what we'll do, we'll put in the frequency for 3-6 right, in case we want to sidestep. So it's be 110.7. Cool. Init. Alright, so that part is finished. Block fuel is 12.2. Performance. I'm gonna go flaps 2.
Delta 456, taxi to runway 27 right via taxiway Lima.
Flex 60. Transition altitude 18,000.
And Atlanta traffic, American 1008, clear of runway 26 left. Final transmission, 26 left out good. We'll see you.
So Atlanta weather, winds are 220 at 17 statute miles. Scattered 4,400. Temperature 21, dew point 11, altimeter 3017. Oh, looks like we might have Atlanta back. Sweet. Boom boom. $3017, 10,000. Crank that up. Just so y'all can see. Actually reset and rudder trim when we do that.
When you find your seat, please
be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you.
Engine 1
Unless
fire
you're in the
test.
front row, please place all of
Good.
your items in
APU
the
fire
overhead bin.
test.
If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on
Good.
items, please let a
And
flight
engine
attendant
2
know
fire
and
test.
we'll be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin
That's
is
good.
full after
Start
you
the
put your
APU.
carry-on inside of it, please
Seatbelt
close the
sign
bin
come
as a
on.
courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away,
And the
please
fuel pumps
clear the
can come
aisle
on.
and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please leave the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card.
Sweet. So now we actually have Atlanta Approach as well as Atlanta Center.
If you are not able
So
or
that's
prefer
going to be
not
fun and
perform these
flirty.
actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated.
Approach
You
going
are
to be
free to use
35,
portable electronic devices during the
32.5.
boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Damn it. 32.5. Cool. And for the beacon code, it's 2020, which is terrible after the year 2020. And so far PDC. Let's see. Spear wings 1566. Our squawk code is 2020. We're going to maintain 10,000. Flight level 290 after departing Atlanta to Orlando on a 320 Neo on the Smelts 2 Wallet direct Cody Jafar 1. Departure frequency is 3297. Expect runway 27 right for departure. May change. Push and start. Pilot's risk. Contact ground. Appropriate ramp for taxi. Initial contact. State call sign. Beacon code and ATIS. All right. Just waiting on these passengers and we'll be on our way. APU is up. Start to bleed. Disconnect ground power. Got the GPU pulling away down there. And we got a quick second. Let's see. So Victoria says, so once you can speak, you can ask me any question that you have. And can I suggest a flight to you? Yeah, you can go ahead and suggest a flight. I typically fly whatever add-on airports that I have, which is quite a few. But I might make an exception if it's one that I don't have, or if it's one that I need to buy. I can always do that as well. So yeah, shoot me what you got, and then see what kind of questions I can come up with for you. Doing a quick little walk around. Got all of our static wicks.
We're on your time now.
Sounds like they're ready to go.
And Delta 456 side, 27 right taking off.
With service, Orlando. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 4 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask
Alright,
that you
let's
make sure that all
see.
devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut
20's
down
in
and
there.
If you have not already, please fasten
Lock
your
the
seatbelt
door.
and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray
Boom, boom.
tables and seat backs must
Alright,
be in a full
before
upright
start
position
checklist,
for
maintenance log and
departure.
tails, onboard check,
Passengers,
copy
air
press,
doors
complete,
to
gear pins
departure,
covered, removed,
cross-check,
signs,
verify
on auto,
straps,
ADIRS,
and
nav,
standby for all
fuel.
calls.
10.2 is required. We've got 12.2 on board. Altimeter is 3017 set. EFB's checked. Windows door slides closing arm. Beacons on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake is on. Transponder is in auto. We are ready to go. And I'll get back to the chat in just a few. Let's get our current ATIS for Atlanta. For arrivals is Echo. Departure is Romeo. Alright, let's make sure ain't nobody taxiing around us. That is push at your own discretion. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying with our gear down.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 994, pushing Alpha 19.
Alrighty. Let's go and get brakes released.
Please set parking brakes.
Shut up, dude. Here we 15. What are we?
Please set parking brakes.
1566. Shut up, ground guy. Atlanta traffic, Spirit Wings. 1566 is pushing back from Delta 4. We'll be taxiing towards 27 right, Atlanta. Alright, here we go.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Today.
We'll start in the sequence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat.
Rolling
When
one.
this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Leave your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front.
Alright, good start on
Pull
one.
the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on
Let's
the red cord
start
only
number
when
2.
exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely
So
stow your
Victoria, here's a
personal
question
items.
for you.
Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat
Do
backs
you
and tray tables
flight
are in their
sim?
full upright position.
If
We
you're
remind you that this
interested
is a
in
non-smoking
aviation,
flight.
maybe this is
Tampering
a
with,
hobby you could
disabling,
pick
or
up for fun.
destroying the smoke
don't think
detectors
there's enough
located in the lavatories is prohibited
girls
by
in
law.
flight sim. I
All
never
this information and more can be found in the safety code
really hear
located
any
in the seat back in front of
female
you. We
voices
suggest reading this
in
and
flight
letting a
sim.
cabin
Flight
member
sims,
know
that'd be
if you
pretty
have any
cool.
questions. Thank
As
you for
far
flying with
as
us
your
today.
route,
Hope you enjoy your
was
flight.
that Honolulu to? I don't know that airport code. I'm not the most versed on international stuff. I usually do domestic flights. I'm usually pretty time constrained on how long I can stream. Got a girlfriend who prefers that I'm not on my computer when she gets home. To hang out with her, because since I work in aviation, I don't work where I live. I have to commute to work. and I work 7 on, 7 off, so I'm usually away from home every other week. So she wants me to be off the computer and hang out with her whenever she's home. Infinite flight. Actually, I have that as well, but I never really touch it since I've got this one. This one's a little more in depth. Alright, so we got a good start on number 2. We'll start the 3-minute engine warm-up. After start flow, engine mode selected normal. On the spoilers, reset rotor trim, flaps 2 for takeoff, TCAS TA. Let's see, what was our CG? 23.8, so that'd be 24. Maybe you can come off. And after start checklist, engine anti-ice is off, yellow pump off, rotor trim 0. After start checklist is complete. When we start rolling, do a brake check. Pressure is 0. And we're going to hold short of this taxiway down here. Just 4 south. And we're going to switch frequencies. So, oh, now we got tower. Hell, alright, so let's get that tuned up. 119, 1.
Carrier Nash 4 via the Smoky 2 Bobby D transition, then it's filed, not maintain 10,000. Departure is going to be on 135.325 and squawk 7201 Delta 1845. We're ready to taxi to runway 27 right.
Delta 1845, runway 27, reback correct, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Lima Alpha.
Lima Alpha, Delta 1845.
Let's see, let's get the charts up.
Planet Tower, Delta 994, number 2, 2 south behind company traffic, Romeo.
Delta 994, Planet Tower, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie.
Alright, Lima, Mike, Juliet, and Lima, Charlie for Delta 994.
Delta 994, negative. That's Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie.
Alright, Lima, Mike, Juliet, Lima, Charlie.
Delta 994, sorry, you're getting Mike and Juliet switched up. It'll be a left turn onto Lima, right turn onto Juliet, a left turn onto Mike, and then at hold point Lima, Charlie.
Alright, copy, 994.
Yeah, Delta 994, no worries. Just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Atlanta Tower, Spirit Wings 1566, squawking 2020 with departure ATIS Romeo, ready to taxi. Holding short at 40.
Delta 1053, RNAV to impact, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to impact, clear for takeoff.
Spirit Wings 1566, give way to the Delta A320 passing from right to left, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie.
Alright, so we'll give way to the traffic crossing from right to left, and then taxi to 27 right via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie, Spirit Wings 1566. Alright, there it goes.
Could we have direct?
Got a 3-minute warm-up, so we'll clear that out. Brakes released.
Delta 1053, RNAV 2, sorry about that, RNAV 2 Snuffy, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Snuffy, clear for takeoff.
And we'll give way to that traffic as well. Thought that was going to be the only one crossing. And we're not going to follow these dudes blindly, because sometimes folks turn on the wrong taxiways and then makes us all look stupid. Alright, here we go. So we got that traffic on the left. We're clear on the right. Lima to Juliet, Mike, and then Lima Charlie. Go flight controls check. Full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, and we're not going to do rudder because I don't want to taxi off the taxiway. Flight controls check complete.
Delta 1053,
After start flow.
contact departure. Have a great flight.
Weather's an op, predicted wind shear, TARA,
Atlanta Tower for 263 on short final for runway 262 right.
Frontier Flight 623, Atlanta Tower, wind 220 at 7, runway 26
Alright,
right.
before
clear to land.
takeoff checklist. Actually, we'll wait till we get. Let's see. Takeoff weight is 144.5.
Tower goes 1467, turn at 26 left, ready to go.
Skywest 1467, RNAV to impasse, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV impasse, 26 left, clear takeoff, go.
Clear on the left. Looks like we're clear on the right. Let's see.
Delta 1845, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 27 right, Delta 1845.
Alright, gross weight comparison. Takeoff weight planned is 144.5. We got 144.8. That checks. Pitch trim 24% CG set. V1 VR V2 flex is 128, 129, 133. Flex 60. Flaps config 2. Flight spins checked. Flight controls checked. Kmco takeoff all green. ECAM status is checked. Predicted wind shear is on auto. TCAS code set TR. Cabin cruise is advised. Mini brief is complete. Before takeoff checklist to the line is complete. Pick up the speed a little bit. Alright, so see, center is going to be, or approach is 35, 32. 35, 32 is in there.
Delta 1845, it'll be just another moment for entrail spacing to the north.
Yeah, no worries, 1845, we're for the old.
The hell is this?
Go is 1467, contact departure. Have a great flight.
Departure is 1467.
These damn signs are tiny.
Delta 1845, RNAV to Sea Park, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Sea Park, let's take up 27 right, Delta 1845.
Delta 994, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 27 right, Delta 994.
Yo, what the fuck, man?
Attention all aircraft, Atlanta information, Sierra now current, wind at 210 at 9er, altimeter 3017. Advise on initial contact, you have Sierra. Frontier Flight 623, welcome to Atlanta. Taxi to the ramp via Bravo 5, Bravo, Bravo 4, Echo, cross runway 26 left at Bravo 4. Hunter 7, have a good flight.
3297, Scott 1467.
Alright, so before takeoff checklist below the line, takeoff runway 27 right is confirmed. Fuel, see 10.2 is required, we got 11.8 on board. Engine mode selector is normal and bleed packs are set. Before takeoff checklist below the line complete. And now that we're getting ready to go, we'll just enjoy the departure. Atlanta Tower, Spirit Wings 1566, holding short of 27 right with information Sierra.
Spirit 1566, you're on Atlanta approach frequency, towers 1100.1.
Copy, thank you.
Delta 1513, contact Atlanta Tower, 100.1, have a good night. Frontier Flight 623, approved as requested. You can taxi to, what is that, ramp 3 via Echo.
Hey, via Echo for 1563.
And Atlanta Tower, Spirit Wings 1566, holding short 27 right with information Sierra.
Spirit Wings 1566, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 27 right, Spirit Wings 1566.
Tower Delta 1513 over deep.
Delta 1513, Atlanta Tower, wind at 210
Clear on approach.
at 9er, runway 27 left, cleared to land.
Good luck, middle end, Delta 1513.
Delta 994, contact departure, have a great flight.
Departure today, Atlanta, Delta 994.
Delta 1845, contact departure, have a great flight.
Alright, departure for Whiskey 54 will see you.
Expecting RNAV to slow.
Atlanta Tower, good afternoon. Southwest 3631, looking to pick up IFR to Columbus. We have Sierra on board.
Southwest 3631, Atlanta Tower. Thank you for Sierra. Expect a PDC momentarily.
We'll expect PDC 3631.
Hi ho, let's go. What shit to do, you know. So Ontario to Oklahoma City. I could probably do that at some point. Do you know of any airlines that fly that city pair so that I know what airline to fly? Must be doing some mile and trail.
Spirit Wings 1566, RNAV to SLAW, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV to slaw, clear for takeoff, runway 27 right, spirit wings 1566. Alright, we got symmetrical thrust. Man, flex, SRS, auto thrust blue. Eight knots, thrust set. Neutral by 100. There's V1, rotate. We got positive rate, gear up. $1,500 feet is acceleration climb altitude. There's 1,500. One nose down.
1337 left. Going ramp 2.
Positive trend on the airspeed.
Delta 1515,
Thrust climb,
taxi to ramp
climb.
2 via November Tango Lima, cross runway 27
Wrong
right
button.
at Tango.
Let's go open climb.
Right at Tango.
Autopilot 1.
Spirit wings 1566, contact departure. Have a great flight.
Over to departure. Spirit wings 1566. Have a good evening. Alright, so that's departure, and then 3297 will be the next one. 32. We were wrong way. Let's go the other way. 3297. Flaps 1 and flaps up. That's our departure. Smelts 2. And departure, Spirit Wings 1566 at 3.7, climbing the Smelts 2.
Southwest 1566 Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000, Spirit Wings 1566. So, girlfriend called while I was getting ready to take off. Call her back. In a minute. We busy right now. As the Cajuns say, you know. So Spirit flies. Okay. I'll fly Spirit from Ontario to Oklahoma City. Don't think that's a route that they usually fly. Never seen them going Ontario or Oklahoma City. Usually Ontario, Oklahoma City are alternates for them. I might have a little inside knowledge on that. Wink, wink. But I can definitely do that for you.
Spirit Wings 1566, contact Atlanta Center 132.97. Have a good flight.
Over to center on 3297, Spirit Wings 1566. Have a good night. Atlanta Center, Spirit Wings 1566 at 8.5, climbing 14,000 on a Smelts 2.
Spirit Wings 1566, Atlanta Center, hello, climb and maintain level 2900.
Climb maintain, flight level 290, Spirit Wings 1566.
Delta 26, contact Atlanta, approach 135.32.
Alright, excuse me one quick moment. I'm going to call the girlfriend so that she doesn't get mad. Why ain't you answering the phone? There's actually something she needs to talk to me about.
Southwest 5950, Louis speed restrictions, climb and maintain level 3.
I do my diligent
that'll be your final
boyfriend duties. Be right back with you.
Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
JetBlue 1 Papa Romeo, Atlanta Center, squawk 2062. JetBlue 1 Papa Romeo, Atlanta Center, squawk 2062. JetBlue 1 Papa Romeo, radar contact 20 miles west of the Dublin VOR, descend via the Jedi to arrival, the Atlanta altimeter 3017.
3017 from the Jedi to arrival, JetBlue 1 Papa Romeo.
The 5571 radar service terminated, frequency change approved, you have a good one.
Frequency change approved, Delta 57, have a good night, see ya.
Atlanta Center, Skywest 11 is flight level 319 for 240.
Skywest 11 Atlanta Center, hello, squawk 2055.
2055 in the box, Skywest 11.
Skywest 11 radar contact 25 miles west of the Choo Choo VOR, cross chipper at and maintain 13,000, the Atlanta altimeter 3017.
Cross chipper at or 13,000 for Skywest 11.
Atlanta Center, engineers 06 Charlotte, ready to 55 parking.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1845, 5 minutes away.
1845, that's approved. Number 6 back, Atlanta Center, hello. Clear to the Gainesville Airport via the 92 departure. Radar vector is Electric City direct. Maintain 4,000, expect 16,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 2034.
Okay, secure Kingsford, Gainesville via the 92 departure. Will climb maintain, or radar vector is Electric City, can climb maintain 4,000. 16,000 minutes after departure frequency will be and squawk 2034.
Number 6 Quebec, read that correct. Expect runway 18 left, intersection departures are available.
Flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
And for seatbelt back up, what transition you want in that?
Number 6 Quebec, I'm sorry, say again?
transition did you want on the night 2 departure?
Niner 6 expect
All right.
to be radar vectors to Electric City.
We are back.
Roger, just making sure I heard that
Talked
right.
to the girlfriend. She's been trying to get a new iPhone for the past month and been battling with Verizon to get it done. So back to the chat. Can you please do John Wayne to Ontario on May 14th, 2022? Shit. I have struggled to schedule hardly anything in my life, much less a live stream. Tell you what, if you are able to come over to the streams every now and then and just remind me, we'll do that. I'll also put it in my Google Calendar so that it'll be there. As of right now, let's see if let me look at my work schedule. I do have my work schedule for next year, so let's see if I'm even working then or not. So what's
Southwest 5950 radar service terminated. Freight exchange approved. You have a good one.
What is significant about May 14th, 2022? Must be something fancy going on to
1053 radar service terminated.
like
Freight
that
exchange approved.
date.
You have a good one.
There's my work.
Over to Unicron.
And King Air 60 GA ramp operation next.
King Air 60 Quebec, runway 18 left, taxi via Delta, cross runway 23 at Delta.
So as of right now, I am working on that day. I will be away from home from May 11th until May 15th. And I'll be working that night shift. So now I am, by then, hopefully I'm planning on doing some swaps so that I'm working 7 on, 7 off. As of right now, I'm scheduled for 4 on, 4 off. If I get that done, then that'll change my schedule and we'll see where I'm at. And if I'm off, I'll definitely do that stream. Well, it's a Saturday too, and that's girlfriend's off that day. She'll probably have us out doing stuff. We'll see. If I can, I'll definitely do it, and if not, then usually Mondays through Thursdays.
Delta 1627 contact on approach 135.32. See ya.
May 14th, 2020 is my 22nd birthday. Oh, okay. Well, shoot. I'll do a birthday stream. Maybe I can get my buddy Mike to paint you onto the side of an airplane. Although he probably needs some good pictures. Like bigger than this little itty bitty profile thing on YouTube. Where's the airplane? There she is.
Atlanta set, hello, Steamer 2270 at 35,000 feet.
Says we got a Brit on
JetBlue
the
1 Papa
frequencies.
Romeo, contact on approach 135.32.
And Orlando went away. That would be awesome for it to happen. Well, I'll try my best. Try to do what I can for my
Speedbird
subscribers.
2270 Atlanta Center. Say location.
Repeat.
Speedbird 2270, say location.
My location.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Where are you?
I'm passing over Bravo Alpha X-Ray Lima Yankee. So that's Baxley.
Speedbird 2270, you said you're at flight level 250?
360. I just decided to higher. I don't think I'm supposed to do that though, am I?
Speedbird 2270, I don't see you on the radar. That's
Do you want me to go Charlie? Is because of that?
It could do. Try squawking normal.
Okay, I'm squawking normal. I was squawking normal already. Do you want me to squawk Mo Charlie to see if that works?
Well, normal would be Mo Charlie, yes.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
You're good. Sky 11 contact on approach 135.32.
It's a nice controller.
135.32, Sky 11.
Had some controllers that weren't as nice.
Okay, am I on your radar now?
Victoria, do you
Speedbird
have...
2270, radar
It's probably a
contact. Hi,
stupid
welcome to the
question,
party.
but do you have an accent? Especially
Hello.
compared to Americans. You said you're from the UK, correct? We've got a duty manager that's actually former Royal Air Force.
Aircraft calling Takeoff Land.
British Royal Air Force. Outstanding human being.
0974 Romeo Kilo Atlanta Center, hello, squawk 2006.
Leads by example and has integrity. Will go to bat for us.
Air
Push
60
back
Quebec,
against
turn
management,
right,
need
heading
be.
270, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
And he's got a fun little accent. I'll be drinking coffee and he'll be drinking tea. And imagines me painted on a plane. Yeah.
0974 Romeo Kilo 2006.
I'm sure he can make it happen.
1845, welcome back.
The birthday Victoria stream.
Gotta do my husbandly duty.
Alright, so we're crossing
How's
Wallet.
one
Let's check our
The Lufthansa
burns.
429 Heavy, runway 18 center, taxi via Echo.
So at Wallet, we're supposed to have 8,700 pounds on board. And we've got 8,800 pounds on board, so looking pretty good on the burns.
Atlanta Center is flight level 400, okay, for Speedbird 2270.
Speedbird 2270, sure, climb and maintain follow 400.
Flying a little bit slower than planned.
40,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay, roger that, Speedbird 2270.
Better 994 radar, service terminated, frequency change approved, see ya.
Man, I wish Orlando would come back. We had Orlando approach, and
0974 Romeo Kilo radar contact 25 miles southeast of the
have
Green
since gone
Grove.
offline. There's been
Hello.
a pretty big trend of that happening in these last few streams. So do you still sound, or do you, well, see, he was born in the UK, was raised in the UK for 3 years. Oh, okay, so you probably don't even have much of an accent, if anything, right? If you were 3 when you came over here, I would doubt you'd have an accent. I get told all the time by my coworkers that I have an accent. Most of my coworkers are, see, I've got some from Africa, Bahamas, Jamaica, Nicaragua, Venezuela, Guatemala, quite a few from Colombia. Lots of Central South America and the Caribbean.
Data 994 radar service terminated, frequency change approved, yeah.
So especially especially to them, I have pretty thick accent.
Approved, Delta 994, thanks for the AT&T.
King Air 60 Quebec through 28 on 278.
King Air 60 Quebec, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
I have a standard Western American accent. It's a pretty pretty interesting way to describe standard. But you say that, and I bet if I heard you talk, I could probably pick up on some sort of accent. But, you know, I'm from the South, so I'm used to hearing things a little different. Well, I mean, I haven't lived in Louisiana for 7 or so years.
What a lovely sunset.
In fact, a lot of my friends back home tell me that I've lost most of my accent. But then, you know, my coworkers will say I have a thick one, so maybe I'm right in the fine middle.
And our 60 Quebec, clear direct to Electric City.
Direct Electric City, 05.
Air 437 Kilo Papa, verify using 29902 as your altimeter setting.
Really digging this new paint scheme.
Speedbird 2270, descend via the Banker to arrival, Charlotte landing south, the Charlotte altimeter 3017.
Can we back the last system for Speedbird 2270? I'm a British pilot, so I'm not really used to all these long sentences. I'm so sorry.
Pilots.
That's alright. Speedbird 2270, descend via the Banker to arrival, Charlotte is landing to the south, the Charlotte altimeter 3017. I can explain it to you if you need it.
Actually, whenever we get handed off to you.
Gotta
go feed my dogs. Got 2 dogs. Got a chocolate lab and a black
Thank you very much.
lab /
descend via the bank
hound mix kind of breed.
R2 arrival. Charlotte landing
And
south.
they're about 30 minutes after their dinner time, so I'm sure they're starving.
Speedbird 2270, thank you very much.
Go feed them.
Starting 1566, radar service terminated. Frequency change for you. You have a good one.
Over Unicom, you have a good one as well. Thank you for your service. Spirit Wings 1566.
Skies 1467, radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Adios.
Adios, amigos. 22.8. So yeah. Alright, be right back. I'm gonna go feed the dogs and be back to it. Alright, we are back. Feed the dogs, make the bed, you know, all the boyfriend duties. So we got our first cross constraint coming up here. It's a little hard to see. Jafar 16,000. We're missing some points. Cody, then Bull. Where's Bull at? I don't see Bull on here, which is bullshit. Alright, so after Bull would be Hunker at or above 260, and then Downo at or above 240. Nice smooth ride today, at least on this leg. Beautiful sunset. So Victoria, if you're still in the chat, if you're still watching, have you ever thought about getting some sort of gaming PC? Which I even feel weird asking that. Coming, you know, talking to a girl who's having their own yacht built. But yeah, maybe getting you like a gaming PC built for you know, a flight sim like this. Or if you really want to go baller status, you can always get you a what do they call them, fixed base trainer, whatever, or FTD, fixed training device. So it's basically the whole cockpit of whatever airline or airplane that you want, and it just doesn't move, which you can always buy one of those too, but you gotta have a shit ton of room for those. Yeah, get you, you know, the whole cockpit make out, and somebody can teach you how to fly it, and if it was something that you're really interested in doing, you can even use that to build time that would, the FAA would count as flight time. I have thought of not getting a PC right now. Yeah. You know, if you're happy with infinite flight, then there's no reason to. You know, for me, it's always been about learning. If it wasn't for flight simulators in general, I wouldn't be where I'm at in my career, which has led to doing and seeing a lot of really cool things. So for myself, like if I'm starting a new job somewhere, say that airline flies Airbuses like this one or other types of aircraft, I can learn that airplane from the systems and etc., and then that'll make me better at what I do and make myself more marketable to companies that are hiring dispatchers. Typically, you'll train on aircraft systems. Alright, let's see, 176 miles left to go. We're still a bit low to start coming down now, but we can go ahead and prep the aircraft for arrival. Let's pull up Orlando ATIS for arrivals. Let's see, wind 080 at 11. Transition is 18,000. The temperature is 24. I actually think it's a little bit cooler than that. At least at my house right now, it feels really, really, really nice outside. 30-20 on the altimeter. And then for the minimums, Minimums are would be LNAV VNAV 313 before 406 for the decision altitude. But since it's not controlled anymore, let's see if we can change this to 36 right. Tell you what, let's not. We'll keep this the same, and then we'll just sidestep over since we have the frequency already put in, because this is going to mess up everything inside the McDo if we try to switch it now. So it's not going to know where we're at on the arrival, and it's going to start putting in waypoints that are behind us, and that ain't going to work. You could probably just delete them, but the less that you do in here, at least at the current state of this airplane and how in-depth it is with the systems, the less you mess with it, the better off you're going to be. So let's see, back to perf. Minimums 406. And then we'll just sidestep over to the ILS. So since we are planning the ILS, with the sidestep, we'll turn on the ILS push buttons. Go auto brake low. Alright, so let's do a real quick arrival brief. Alrighty, for arrival brief, we are... Where's this thing even going? It's left out a ton of waypoints. Jafar. So we're direct Jafar. We're going to cross Jafar. At or below flight level 190, at or above 13,000. So we'll be in that little window. We'll continue our way down. We'll meet these constraints as best as we can. We got a speed restriction. We're skipping this one. It's a good thing we're not in controlled airspace, actually. Speed restriction at Wish, and then also at what is this, Bryce. And then from there, this is where things get. So we'll go. This is gonna be janky, but we'll turn X band, and then from there I'll just go into heading and just kind of slide off to the right, arm the approach, and we'll track the localizer for 36 right. So for 36 right, we got approach frequency of 110.7, final approach course of 5 degrees. Final approach fix is Jackor, whatever. 1600 feet, MSL 1508 AGL. Touchdown zone elevation is 92 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb to 500, then a climbing left turn to 3000 on heading of 309, and then we'll just fly the downwind, swing back around, and try it again. We have a 3-degree glide slope, standard. We have approach lights with Pappy on the left, and again, if we go miss, climb to 500, climb the left turn to 3000 on a 309 heading. We're expecting a Cat 1 since we have good weather in Orlando. So our minimums are 200-foot ceilings and half-mile viz. For 36 right, we have high intensity runway lights, center line lights, approach lights, touchdown zone lights, Pappy on the left, 3-degree glide slope. It's grooved, and from the glide slope, we've got 10,551 feet of usable runway. It's 200 feet wide. So once again, we're going to start off on the RNAV 36 left, and then we're going to sidestep over to 36 right. We'll exit more than likely at Juliet, and we're going to go to airside 3. So we'll take Juliet to Charlie. to Bravo 7 into the ramp. Terrain's not a factor, weather's not a factor. If there's any questions, throw it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll consider the approach brief complete. So we've got 115 miles left on the route, so we'll go ahead and start bringing her down. First crossing constraint is wish 250 knots between 12 and 10,000 feet. So we'll put in the lower end, 10,000. Wish, let's go prog page. That's like too many letters. Yep. Is that spelled? W-I-S-H-H. There we go. 67 miles to Wish. And the speed restriction was 250, so we'll go ahead and put that in there, and we'll just let it slow down gradually. See how that looks with the lights off. Looks good. All right, so Victoria, let's see how good you are. I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, but what other streamers do. But I want you to put into the chat, based off of, I guess you've only seen me do one landing, which was kind of a firm landing at -2 something feet per minute. But put in what you think my landing rate is going to be. And we'll see how close you are. Typically, this is usually more fun when there's, like, if it's a big streamer like Captain Canada or whoever. You got a lot of people in the chat. When they put in their estimates in there, obviously there's a lot of people, and it kind of turns into a challenge of who's closest to the actual. The things to take into consideration is we've got pretty light winds. Let's see. Winds are 080 at 11 knots. It's going to be a crosswind. Other than that, it's good weather. So it's something to take in consideration. Obviously, if we had like strong winds or like convective activity in the area with updrafts and downdrafts, stuff like that, that would affect the landing rate. But let's see what. See, I'm gonna guess. For myself, I'm gonna say I'm gonna touch down around -115 feet per minute, which is a pretty smooth landing. I like to aim to be less than 100. That's like super greasy light, but you know, doesn't always work out that way. Okay, so Jafar is the first constraint. 19 or 13. We actually briefed that, so I'm an idiot. We've got 20 miles till, yeah, we'll be below 19,000. We're looking good. Huh, -10. Shit, I wish. That is, I don't, man, that would be some skill right there. I don't think I've ever seen anybody touch down that light. But for you, I shall try. You've been awesome sticking around all day, watching the stream. I will definitely make it as buttery as I possibly can. So we're going to have a few aircraft in the area as well. If I had to guess, they're probably going to be shooting. There's a Delta. Where's he at? Delta 994. He took off in front of us in Atlanta. He's probably somewhere pretty close. See if we can find him on frequency and see what he's planning to land on. Delta 994, so Spirit Wings 1566. Yup.
Yeah, go ahead, Spirit Wings.
Hey, see that you're going to Orlando as well. We should be pretty close to each other. What runway are you planning on?
Probably 36 right.
Sounds good, and I'll take the RNAV 36 left.
994. Where you at?
They're 6 miles from Jafar at 18,000 feet.
Copy that.
Alright, so we have left standard. The altimeter is 3020. We got that set up. Let's see if we can get a visual on him. Bottom end is 13,000. We won't make that. It's cool. You'd have to be relatively close for us to see him. Like, by relatively close, I mean within a mile or two of me. I don't like that angle. Got the sun on the right, got the moon.
Delta 994. I'm just passing lamp on the Jafar one. I'm not adhering to speeds. I got it picked up about 320 knots an hour.
Copy that. So you're roughly 20 miles ahead of me, and I'm at 270 knots. We should have plenty of spacing.
Yep, alright, we shouldn't be a factor. I should be out ahead of you.
Cool. So Delta is ahead of us, about 20-ish miles, 15 miles ahead. Plus I'm flying a little bit slower than he is. So we should have plenty of spacing, which will work out nicely. Got a Virgin 91 from looks like London Heathrow, I guess, EGLL, to Orlando, and an A350. I would love an A350 on this sim. Alright, so we've met the first constraint, passing carpet. Actually, we met the first one and now the second one. So we're looking good. Need to be at Wish, above 10,000 feet. So we're going to slow down our descent rate. And that will also help bleeding off a little bit of speed. There's 12,000. We'll slow it down a little bit more. We'll be coming right over my house. My house is roughly right over here. This is Lake Apopka, big old lake. There's what's it called? It's like a nature drive, and you can also walk it and stuff too. But out here, it's pretty marshy. There's a dirt road that you can drive. You see lots and lots of wildlife, lots of alligators, egrets, all kinds of stuff. Alright, so next will be, can't see that, Dory, 220 knots at or above 8,000. And now we'll get the seatbelt signs on. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. We are at 10,000 feet descending into the Orlando area. We'll be on the ground in about the next 15, 20 minutes or so. Probably more like 10 minutes. As always, I want to thank Fine Spirit. Please take your seats, put on your seatbelt signs. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. We are at 10,000 feet descending into the Orlando area. We'll be on the ground in about the next 15, 20 minutes or so. Probably more like 10 minutes. As always, I want to thank Fine Spirit. Please take your seats, put on your seatbelt signs. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
We have begun our final descent into Orlando. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Delta 994, turning left base on the Orlando traffic, Delta 994, 10 mile final, 36 right, Orlando. Orlando traffic, Delta 994, 5 mile final, 36 right, Orlando. Orlando, Travis. Over 994, clear of runway 36 right, taxiing to airside 3 via Charlie.
$2,500.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
1,000. 1,000. $500. 500. 500. 400. 100 above. 100 above. 100 above. 300. Minimum. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Orlando. The local time is 6:17 p.m. and it's currently about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.